Alright, this is Nico Nerd, and we are back in Dawn of Defiance. Alright, this is pretty much my final thoughts video. So first I wanted to do a base tour. Renslow finished up the base for now. So here's the outside of it. Here, flying overhead. Looks real nice. Got the entry here, or this is the back or side entry here, the campfire, and everything. Let's go around to the front. The front of the base. The front door. Got the statues here. Real nice. Got our swimming area. There's the beds. Which you don't really need much in this game. Bird fountain. You got the upper and lower walk around. Get caught on the torch. Nice little fire over here with a view of the back deck area. Real sweet. And you also, you know, same thing up top. And then, you know, crafting's upstairs. You know, everything's still in the same place as the last tour here. You know, storage and everything like that. It's nice. We got everything looking good. You know, and then walk around balcony and everything. Took a lot of hours to build this. A lot of serious grinding of stone and everything else. It's crazy. It takes a lot to build in this game. So, you know, but overall, you know, the game's pretty awesome. It was pretty fun. I think we got right at about 40 hours in it. We completed all the quests and got all the gear and bought all the items from the shop. You know, combat's okay. The flying mechanic's pretty good. Skill system, everything's pretty nice. You know, the only downsides I could say are the world, though it looks amazing, well designed, feels, you know, very empty to me. You know, there's just needs to be more animals and roaming things around in the world, in my opinion. And then the spawn rate, the respawn rate of the animals is really slow as well. Those are my two biggest complaints. What do you think, Renslow? What would be your cons of the game?
Yeah, low population.
Yeah. Yeah, low creatures.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and you know, there's some other little quality of life things they could add too. Like for instance, one thing I'd like to see is this grinder. For instance, you should be able to take a stack of, you know, because there's 3 or 4 types of wood. Okay, you have your softwood, hardwood, dark wood, and ancient wood. You should be able to take a stack of this wood, put it in the grinder, and receive back the associated resin. Because there's a resin, there's a hard resin, a dark resin, and there's amber. So that would be a cool thing to see, to be able to grind the wood down to have more resin. That would be one thing. You know, maybe combining of a couple things to get a higher tier, you know, item, like maybe with some of these animal parts or something. You know, something like that would be pretty cool. You know, but overall, it's pretty good. I'd also like to see them do, because you have, okay, so you have 5 tiers of armor. Okay. So you start out with, the cloth stuff that you wear at the beginning. Then you unlock, hide. Then you unlock leather. Okay. Then after that, you can pretty much, if you're good enough, you can go around and get whatever armor you want, except for the Centurion set. But, each one of these sets should offer some bonuses, like set bonuses to increase your overall health and stamina. Maybe add some, like, melee damage boosts, or like maybe say the scout set is more geared for archery, and or the soldier set's more geared for like spear fighting, and like the centurion set's more for like the sword or something like that, or whatever, that kind of thing.
Check it out, man.
What do you got? Oh wait, your helmet's,
The Centurion helm.
oh, the plume is sideways. That's cool. That's a little different. The other thing about the armor that's interesting is when you build these sets, you get all these options. So like if you make it out of tin, it's a little bit better: bronze, silver, gold, iron, steel, ambrosia. Well, each one of these build materials should also have different bonuses besides just more armor. And then, these are free. So, like, if you make it out of with suede and satin, it's a little bit different appearance look than if you do some of these others. So, you got some appearance options that are currently free. Now, these materials up here aren't. That's the materials you need to make it. But these two styles are currently in the game and free, and it does change the look of the outfit, even though we didn't really mess with it. These different weapons and shields that you get should also have different sort of extra little attribute or something. Another con that is current. Okay, so right when you first start out, you can make these 2 salves. Okay, I think they're fine as far as what they do and how long they last, but later on you buy this alchemy station and it has all these salves. Okay, well, if you make the bigger stamina elixir, it takes all this extra stuff plus the ambrosia dust, but it only lasts for 10 minutes. I mean, it gives you faster stamina regen than the other one, but 10 minutes. For all this investment and spending the gold to get the station, the duration should be longer. It should be 10 minutes or 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes. Same thing with the food. You got a couple of different levels of food. You have the raw game meat, which turns into the cooked meat, which gives you health and stamina for 10 minutes. Well, if you kill a 3-star deer, you get this stuff called venison loin or something. I don't have one, but it gives you more. It gives you 45 health and stamina, but it only lasts for 10 minutes. It should be an increased time frame too, because having to refresh your buff every 10 minutes, even though you have way more investment in the crafting of the item, to have it last for the same amount of duration kind of isn't very good, in my opinion. For that extra investment in time and resource gathering and all that, you should get they do have an effect bonus increase a little bit, but the duration should be longer, in my opinion. But those are my only 2 real gripes. So to reiterate that, the game world feels empty. So more of the animals. There's only 5 animals in the game. You have the rabbit, you have a fawn, you have the doe, you have the buck, and you have the boar and the wolf. So that's 6 animals in the game, and then that's it. Besides that, you have the soldiers, the lost and abandoned, the gorgon, and there's 3 different golems: a clay, a copper, and a silver. And that's it. That's all the mobs in the entire game. So, which is fine. It's early access, not complaining, but and the golems, there's plenty of them. They spawn pretty good. Same with the gorgons. There's plenty of them. The lost, there's plenty of them roaming around and spawning on the map. It's just really the animals. There needs to be more animals on the map, and their respawn rate needs to be turned up. But aside from those 2 negative points, everything else about the game is fun as hell. It's cool. Now I was on their Discord a little earlier, and they've got some other building pieces they're going to put out, and there's some other quality of life adjustments they're going to be doing pretty soon. In some of their first updates, and stuff like that. So, this game just came out and it's in early access. So, for it to only have, for me, for it to only have 2 minor issues, like the world not having enough animals in it and the spawn rate of those animals being too low and the duration of the pots being a little too short, hey man, that's a win-win. I played quite a bit of early access games that are far worse. On a whole nother level of terrible. So this game is really good, especially for the price. I think we got it like the day it came out. It was on sale. It was like 17, 18 bucks or something like that on sale. And I think if I'm not mistaken, the full price was like 25 bucks or something like that. So, it's well worth it. It's got about 30 to 40 hours worth of content if you do all the stuff in it. We spent quite a few hours on base building and gathering supplies for that. And then it took forever to get the 3-star boar quest and the 3-star wolf quest done. But aside from that, it's definitely about 30 to 40 hours worth of playtime in it. So it's pretty good, So I don't have a whole lot bad to say about it. If someone was to ask me whether or not they should get this game, I would definitely say yes, get this game. What about you, Renslow? Would you recommend the game?
Sure. It's fun.
It's fun. Yeah. So, we can't wait till they add to the game. There is a whole huge section over here that they're in development of. And realistically, it'd be cool to see them make the map bigger. This map, it looks big, but really, you can cross this map in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It's a lot smaller than it seems to be, and adding this whole section is definitely going to help with that. And, hopefully that comes out within the next year. But yeah, this will definitely be one that I'll be revisiting and doing a second season on after they've finished adding to the game and adding the rest of the content in and all that. So I'll probably, it's likely that I won't do another season until it comes out in full release, or right when they open up that closed off section of the game. We may either start fresh or pick up the same save here and continue the story. So I don't know. We'll see what happens when it does, when it comes. So, you know, I really like the base Renslow main. I think it's badass. Looks nice.
Thank you. Enjoyed the hell of making it.
Yeah, Renslow's the builder. I just have no imagination when it comes to building. I build a square box and maybe 2 or 3 floors tall, and that's about it. That's all I got. So, it's nice to have a builder play these games with me, so that I can not be living in a square box. So, but anyway, so this is Nick Unnerved. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe and all the good stuff. Leave a comment and all that kind of stuff. Like to hear what you thought of the game. Let me know. And we'll see you in the next one.